Salama, Mbote, Yenge Keno. Masa here. I hope everyone is doing fine. We are in our end days, end time. And if you want to see more about the Ukraine war and the Palestinian war, I made videos about that. One of the video is World War III because, I spoke about everything that is happening right now. I said it before, that's why for me it's not so important if something happens then to make a video about it if I already make several videos about it. And the last one was really telling a lot of things about the things that is happening right now. So it's like the name must be World War III. Just check it up, then you're gonna see that I'm always one or two hits um, up front. So Engeta, Salama family, Kimbo Nata Tanzambe Yamazulu. You are highly welcome. Today we're going to talk about how the devil, Lucifer, Hashatani, how much he hates the woman. Okay, um, he hates the woman because of different kinds of reasons. In my last videos, I explained to you guys that one of the reason is Eve the mother of humanity. Even if it wasn't Eve, in the Congo, in our culture, is a little bit different the history, but it's the woman that gave birth and always will give birth. It is said in the scriptures, "I will put enmity between you, dragon, and the woman," which means he's also very afraid and very scary if a woman gives birth to the saints. Okay, it has nothing to do with Christ because many people will be like, "Oh, it's because of Jesus." No, it was always like that. If it was Daniel, if it was the 12 tribes, all the sons, if it was, he tried to trick Isaac, and he's very smart. He always tries to trick people if he knows the saints will come out when Moses should be born. Before he was born, they also killed a lot of children in Egypt. We know the history of Herod when he starts killing children, etc., etc. It was always like that. We have to learn from our past. So that's why we'll go a little bit deeper. We are going through a time that you're going to see The Last of Us. What means The Last of Us? The Last of Us means you can see it in several videos. They have created those kind of videos before, and they're still making videos like that where you can see that humanity can't have children no more. You have people like Bill Gates and many others. They have worked over years to create different kinds of medical uh, medical studies and medicaments, to stop women to get birth. But if a man would be pregnant, for them it would be better. There are some men, if they will be asked today, how is it if you would give birth, they would and they don't give an answer, it would be a big problem, because it's like, oh yeah, you're a man, you have to see what the woman goes through, etc., etc. It's better for you to be the woman now. So that's why you see all over the world that there is now something like everything upside down, like a man is a woman and the man and the woman is a man. And you have a lot of countries, especially in Europe, where you can see these countries are leaded by women's. The men's have nothing to say. And a woman that is concerned about all this, what I'm saying, she knows very well that she would say, yeah, if the woman would lead the world, there would be no war, there would be everywhere peace. But this is a damn lie. And this is what I'm going to teach you also. We know Jezebel, we know the histories of women. If we go to the Queen of Baal, or if we go to the biggest prophets that fell because of women, like Samson or Solomon, David. Okay, what I want to say is, no, it's not like that. That the world will be in peace if the woman will be in power. It's a damn lie. The world will be completely in chaos and sexual unmorality, etc., etc., because the woman would just switch her sexuality that the Most High gave her, so that the man becomes a woman and a man, and the woman and the woman a man, which is completely rough and completely against nature. And I always used to give the example because told you very often that I do not believe in a lot of people that teaches the saints. What do I want to say? People that call themselves pastor or prophets that are teaching the saints, and then teaching the gospel or teaching that things that can't bring us forwards, like what we learned in school. The most of it is bull crap. You just need to know what you need in your life. This is the most important, what you need to know. Even at work, they're gonna give you some work that they say is an engineering work, but if you go through it, it's just like hitting one button. Yeah, that's it. And therefore, you don't have to go to school or going to study or whatever. But this is the hierarchy. This is the concept of the white man to keep those people that uh, to keep the people low, so dumb, even if they are very skilled. Because they do not believe in wisdom, they believe in intelligence. And intelligence is copy or someone that you told you something and you're just reading it or learning it, and then you say you're intelligent because you read it from someone who had emotional feelings. Maybe he was sick, maybe he is sick, maybe, and you're reading all of him or learning from him and you think he's Jesus. All good. But that's not the problem. The problem is here much, much deeper. Um, if the woman will come in power, brothers and sisters, the woman had so long time of being oppressed, and she knows she's the weaker. And if you know you're weaker, then you know what we were gonna do with people. The most of the biggest people on this earth, the kings and whatever, white, yellow, whatever, Genghis Khan, all of them, many fell because of women's. The women's destroyed their lives. If you go to the people on the streets and you ask them why they are becoming so poor, then you ask them, it was the woman. Okay, but this is not the case. Just for you to know that if one day a woman should become president, that this is the end of the world. But America knows that very well, and that's why they're fighting against it. Even the occultists know it. They're very afraid of it. They know what's going on in that part. It has nothing to do with feminism. It's just something that is, even the Satanist priests know. Oh, if it comes so far, then it's the end of the world. Actually, okay. Um, but this is not the point. Why does Satan hate the woman? Okay, everywhere in our society, you're gonna see something that the women's are more oppressed, the women's are humiliated, and all those kind of things, especially by the Muslims and religious, all this religious um, fanatism, all these religious sects. The woman is mistreated. We in the Bantu culture, we are normally matriarchal, not patriarchal. Yeah. The Bible talks about, yeah, father, 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 but this is not really the true truth, because who told you that the Most High is a father? Okay, this comes with the this comes with the this comes with religion. Okay, by the way, yeah, we are normally matriarchs. The woman has authority, and the man also. That's why a king, yeah, he's nothing without his woman, without his wife. Yes, he will handle everything, but if his wife says think on it, or maybe I will handle it, the woman will not even the king will not even say no, because he will just say do it, because he knows his wife is stronger in different kind of other things. And later the white people took it from us, the Arabic took it from us by doing the worst to our women and children, and I will come to that very soon. Then our people lost the respect to their women's, and this is also something where the forefathers have said, "No way that we can help you," because the women's are the ones still today in those countries, Morocco, and all over Africa. You can see it, and you saw it also here in Germany. The women's built Germany and they built Spain and all those kind of things. By the way, we're the slaves. We built all this, but they also did their parts. And the women's did it because the men's went to war and most of them died. Mm, exactly. So never forget that yeah, we as a people, nation in Africa, still today you can see everywhere women's going to work from morning to night, going to sell stuff in the streets, with a child on their back, on another child in the hand, and in the other hand, you do not know where she get the other hands from. I tell you, she's selling stuff, so that she can feed her children and her husband and maybe her whole family. And the husband is searching for women's outside and casing there and doing whatever he wants to do, and drinking his beers. And this is how it is in our society today, but it wasn't like that before. Yeah, because the Most High calls the women's his prophetess. He's calling the Most High is calling the women's his mother. That's why it's also called Mother Africa, not Father Africa, because the woman is the one that gives birth to everything, to the every you if you have an hour, everything that you see is double. Yeah, if the Most High is also double, that's why if the Most High, if someone says that the Most High is a man, is a damn lie, because you need to have the female and the man to create. That you can see it by the plants, you can see it in the motor, the two-tact auto motor. You always have this two tacts. Okay, you can have, if you want to cook, you have the plate, and then you have a spoon or something like that. And sex goes like that. Animals do it like that. Everything works like that. So it's completely rough if women say, "Oh, we don't need man," or man says we don't need women, because it doesn't work like that. But now, in new society, it's much rough. It's much deeper than that, because one other example before I go there, you can see that also in the villages, that the women's, they do, if they do fufu or other things, pondu, they have like a stuff like that, and then they always hit with the staff inside there, so that the fufu becomes grinded, or like powder. It's also like sex. This is how you create and everything, just to tell you how it is. Okay, so you can't take it away. Okay, this is how it is. And yeah, white man has his own fantasies, but where does it come from? This is very important. Why does the Muslims, the white man himself, he comes from the sin of the black man. This is the first thing that you have to know. Okay, if it is Ishmael, Esau, yeah, we can go to the book of Enoch and understand even more about it, or we can see it during the history of man. uh Pagans, pagan worshippers, pagan nations, all of them are also natural nations, people that lived in forests, that tribes, and all those kind of things. And if we look at their traditions, which are called religion today, if it is Christian, Muslims, Buddhism, and so ever, you're gonna always find one thing: that sexual immorality, problems with sexual immoralities, and problems, big problems. Um, and I'm gonna also explain how it was for us, so that you're gonna have, and so that you can prove everyone wrong. Okay, because many people will think, oh yeah, you guys in Africa also had wars, and the Most High also said you can take people's women's and just do whatever you want to do with them. But we're gonna go to that very very soon, and you're gonna see the differences, because the Most High is not an animal. Okay, and these people are really rough. That's why they're also sleeping with animals, like they really really do the roughest things to young people. And even if it's a male or a woman or girl, so they this is their tradition, and we have to start understanding that, right? That why you see a lot of people getting lost or missing. Okay, and for example, and that, for that, what I know, and testimonies that I've heard from many many Satanists, or what they used to call themselves, New Ages, or uh, non-believers, atheists, or whatever. But I want to say, these people, the most of them, 70% and more of the European nation, on even Muslims and all of them, have in their lifetimes, they have been raped. They have been raped. They have been raped. Okay, the most of the people that you see outside there, they had sexual interactions in families, or the families just didn't take care enough, and it happened someone else, by friends, by when the childrens went out to search for friends, help, all those kind of things. Many different kind of things happen. I know also that this kind of things can also happen if a man is violent and just drinks too much alcohol, doesn't have his control or whatever. But then it doesn't mean that you have to go and do the things to the children. But that what is happening to them, with them, it's their tradition, it's their culture, it's a must. And there will be no police officer coming, there will be no social doctor coming and helping you, because like I said, these kind of things are very hard to. You can kill someone physically and everyone has seen that, then everyone knows that you have done it. But if you're starting killing someone spiritually, no one can testify it, you have no evidences, it will happen and you can't prove anything. And because it's a spiritual act and everyone knows, the devil is for it, and he's the god of this world. To him was given this world, do not forget that part, brothers and sisters. And he have all the full power. Don't think it is different. Then yeah, these people are acting foolish, everything upside down. You can read it in the book of Romans 1, where you can see the Mosai is saying that the man has to become woman, the woman wants to become a man. That's why he left mankind do whatever they wants to do, because they are worshiping things, falls and things underwater, which are demons. And these demons, yeah, they are bringing the women's the man's and women's, the humanity, to do the things that are upside down. Okay, and this is how they get the knowledge, but it's a very very big sacrifice, because the most of the people that are so traumatized, women's, etc., etc. If the this female child man once grew up and he's so angry about his parents, or man, father, uncle, or whatever, he gonna kill this uncle spiritually as well, because this is how it is. Satan wants revenge. This is how he likes it. And this is also something why you have seen a lot of wars in the Middle Ages, where you see a king is going to fight other kings, and just because of a woman. And you have seen it very, very often. And then you have seen also very often just the king comes to visit another king, and then he starts to love the children of them, and because of that he wants war, or he wants to start business and saying, hey, I want your child, if not you're going to see what happens. And all this has a lot to do with their culture. It was a little bit different with us in our culture. So I will read you passages from the scripture. When Moses, this is Numbers 31 and 18. Why did Moses tell his man to spare the Midianites virgins for themselves in Numbers 31 and 30, 18, for example, 31, 18? So it was like that. If we went to war, yeah, it is all the same. Like every war is very very bad. You're gonna see a lot of things happening. Especially it's like kill all the men and take the women's. Okay, no problem. But why does the Mosai say something like that? Or you know, say okay, if you're going to a country, take the women's and stuff like that. But the Mosai is very clear. He's not really saying take the women's. He's saying take the virgin women's. And then there's another verse where Musa is explaining, if he says something like that, what he really means. Let me see. This Deuteronomy 21, Deuteronomy 21, 10 to 14. Okay. Okay, this is only 10. Let me go to another Bible. So I can explain it to you. Yeah, you can read it by yourself. I will tell you the verse again. So it's like Deuteronomy 21, 10 to 14. The Musa is saying, if you take a woman from from the nations, or from those people that you fought, don't treat her badly. Spiritual way shape hers. And if you don't like her, don't treat her badly. Let her ask her where she wants to go, what she wants to do, and leave her alone. Okay, don't do any harm on her. But it's the same if you're leaving that person, that woman there, um without any man and without nobody, that woman is lost as well. And if there are some people coming that are bad, that woman is really really lost. So we mixed a lot. And at last, what happened to us. That's what we felt because of this mixing. We know the history of Solomon and all the others. And another example where you can see how much the Mosai hates violence against the woman. King David, he was so horny by seeing another man's woman naked, then he was like, "Oh, I need to have her." And at last, he sent that soldier that was a real soldier and a soldier from the Most High. He sent him to the front yard of the war, and that guy also died there so that he could take the woman. Okay, and what this does the Moses say about someone is one of the 10 commandments: do not love something that others have, don't take it. And he just did it. And what happened to King David after that? His whole household starts going against each other. His children started to rape his women's because he had a lot of women's. Just read the scriptures. They became riled up. The whole house wasn't saved no more. The demons came in and the Most High let it in so that the prophets has to come in and say, King David, did you see what you brought upon yourself? And it was King David. Come on, man. The guy that finished Goliath, the guy that came to take away Saul, you know, and take his position as the king of Isolele. So that happened to him because the Most High is not like, oh yeah, you can just do whatever you wants to do with women's that doesn't belong to you. So it's completely the opposite what Muslims have done to our women's or our men's, opposite what the Christians have done to our women's of the or men's or Buddhists or all these nations. Look at them clearly. They have big problems with sexual things. You can't even imagine what these people are reptiles, shapeshifters. These people have big problems if it comes to sexuality. Once they are not blessed like the black people, if it comes to body form, performance, strength, knowledge, thoughts, and all those kind of things, it doesn't stop there. But it also goes to envy. It goes to fantasies that you can't imagine of, having things with animals and doing the craziest thing, like the Most High is saying in the scriptures. Man as female, they love the craziest things, which is completely rough and witchcraft. And later it went also to our societies and all these kind of things, where you also see men have to or children have to sleep with their mothers, or children have or brothers and sisters have to sleep with each other, or all these kind of things happen back and forth so that the family get power protected. And the devil, this is what he wants. Okay, I hope you have understood that part first. So I think we can move to the next, right? Okay, and I have met a lot of people in my life, like I said, a lot, many, good that I can see and I know just from their history. I just look at them at the street and I know, hey, this every second here was raped, or if not every first. It's in their society. They just shut their mouth and they just live with it because it's a part of it. Then later it makes them rich, and the most of them are crazy. Crazy means they are very psychopaths. We have a lot of psychopath people. They have bombs outside there. They just shut their mouth. This is the only thing what they can. But normally they are traumatized and they have a lot of problems. They don't say it because white people are very, very spiritual, and the Chinese, all of them are very spiritual. They just shut their mouth, and it's not like a black guy. If all these kind of things happen to him, and if Jesus takes him or whatever he would call it, if the Most High helps him, then he starts opening his mouth what really happened to him. But not this Chinese, not this Indians, and you can see how it is in India, how much, what the kind of things they're doing to the women's, what kind of things they're doing, and what they have done. These people that are calling today this Jewish, what they have done during the years or these inquisitions in the time of the Romans and all the kind of things. And this is where we have to go. So for you just to know, you don't have to be a professor, you don't have to be a prophet to tell us if someone is raped or not. If you just tell you I'm a Christian, I'm a Jehovah Wickedness, if I'm a whatever, what kind of religion they have it today outside there, especially if it goes to Roman Catholic or Muslims and Indian, which is Krishna and all these kind of things, you have to know that most of them are raped and they have very, very bad experiences in their life. You just look at him. You don't have to, or her. You don't have to say so much. You just say, yeah, it is like it is. Just respect them and just say hello, and everything is okay. But you have to know that the sperm, the same, is inside the body and it's growing, and it's the devil. So it's not easy to take the devil out of the devil. So the devil is a devil, and the devil is a human, and this is their tradition. It was given to them. The Most High was clear by saying all the nations are devils, all the religions and all this other spirituality out of him is devilish, demonic. And if everything goes to demonic, he's really declaring them as Satanists, and as Satanist is a Twitter. Yeah, he is not a man, he's not a woman, he's just doing like here. You have breasts here, half ass there, so he's he's a gay for gay lord fucker, yeah, and this is what he is, and this is what they are. This is what they are, and that's why you have in the most of the actors in this world, female actors, you might see them somewhere here and there naked. There's no actor that you know that you won't find a naked picture of her and the internet. You will always see that everything in this world will be sold by seeing naked women or with bikinis or all those kind of things. This is how the world is. So the woman is mistreated in every society. So this is something that you have to know. Yeah, this is something that you have to know. She's disrespected. So that's why the female power is coming. The devil is coming with the female power here. Jezebel, yeah, which is also a war. Like women's empower and men should serve women's. Which will never happen like that because the Most High has created the world. And it goes to one direction. The hour goes to one direction. It doesn't goes to the other direction. They will never stop the time, and it goes always. It's always move on. You can't catch the wind. So what I want to say is, um, this is what I have explained to you. Those who knows, they will understand, and there's those who don't know will not understand. It has nothing to do with that we have something against women or something like that, but this is the thing. What you see in the Western nations. If you see they're pushing women forward, it's because of a satanic backyard. There's a satanic background. Okay, it has nothing to do with like we had it before in our tribes that the women also could lead. You saw women kings and all these kind of things. The woman was in power. Okay, the woman was not just a woman. Okay, we had big women prophetesses everywhere in Africa, and they have done great jobs, and they were well respected. But this woman wasn't wars like they have shown us in one movie from this Angolan warrior was not Kimpavida, but Queen Zinga. Now Queen Zinga, they are wasn't the white guy is starting to portray her as a war. This is exactly what they're doing here, because here, if you've seen women's coming in power, then you this like say sexual immorality. Jezebel. Who was Jezebel? Everyone knows who Queen Jezebel was. Killing the saints and all these kind of things. And this is exactly what would happen. The woman would go against the saints like the man does today too, or all of them, all the Satanists. But the woman even more deeper because the woman is like, "Hey, I have sworn to Satan that I will kill all the saints." And a woman witch is a little bit different than a man witch. You have to know that part as well. So and the man is definitely weaker than the woman because the woman was created to come to fulfill or fill the weakness of the man, and which means the man is weaker than a woman. So that's why man fall if a woman comes. If not today, but you're gonna fall tomorrow. So, and that's why it's very dangerous if Satan comes with his plan. And one of his plans and things that he does is women can have sex with everyone they want. Yeah, do that what thou wilt, but you can't have children. So, and that's why I have to go back to The Last of Us. Okay, you might see the most of the movies, even the movies before and even also today, gonna show you how the devil's plan really is and was, and why he also came to enslave Black Africa, and also to do everything with vaccines. And it did not start today, and came with HIV and all these kind of things, just to kill the born males and females, especially the born males. Like I said, there's a problem with the woman that he has, because the woman can give birth to people. They can fight him, come with the truth, and beat him up. Because many things, oh, everyone is a human that will be born. And you have to know, he himself is not a human. But why can a human, why are you afraid of human and so scared of human? Because a human is much stronger than an angel. An angel is a God worshipping instrument. Yeah, this is what he hated. But the human has the free will. Not only that, he is also able to control all demons and all angels, which means all spiritual beings and everything that is created in heaven and earth. What is heaven? In the universe. The human is so strong, a human, that what who you are today, that you normally must control everything in this cosmos. Okay? And that's why he's afraid and hates humans so much. And because the human felt, and he's now the Darth Rider here. Yeah, who is my, I am your father. Exactly, this is how it was, so this is him, the Darth Raider. So, and he's like, oh yeah, I can control human minds and do whatever I wants to do. But the truth is, from our forefathers, he couldn't control human. He couldn't. Didn't have that power. And here, by finishing our Women's Day, and prophets and prophetesses, they came in and they made it. Okay, let's go on. Brothers and sisters, what you have to know is, like I said before, the Most High has nothing to do with the way of the Gentiles, how they used to treat people at war, or how they used to treat their women's. If it came now in our societies, in the ghettos, and everywhere where we are scattered, it's because we are already infiltrated, vaccinated, changed by the culture of the nations, Westerners, Islamic, and all these kind of things. And you can see how the Islam have treated their people. And now you have to know, like I said before I'm going deeper, what the Islam is doing with little children. Okay, 8 years old, taking them and doing all the kind of things, man and female. In the Islamic culture, you have the most gays all over the world. Not even the Christians are so gay like the Islam. But the Christians are also very gay. Don't worry about white people. All of them, even there in the Asia. Okay, this is Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great, Hitler, Napoleon, the child molesters, Alexander the Great, Hitler. Hey, these people. Hey, come on. Yeah, Spanish Inquisitions. They will look at the female. What do they do when, if they go to Spain, to South America, buying young males, or going to Vietnam, or all these kind of places in India, yeah, buying little girls, even babies. How does it? Where does it come from? The whole world knows it, and they're like, yeah, I know what happened. Yeah, I know what they're doing. And if you go to this people that things happen, and you talk to them, they will start talking about it, but they can't do anything against it, and they will also shut their mouth, because it's the game in this world. This is how it works. This is how they have built it, this world, by sexual immorality. Jezebel, the one that is leading the whole world to make everyone drunk. What means making everyone drunk? First of all, it goes about money, the root of all evil. Then it goes to drugs, party, having fun in the worstest ways. Okay, you know what happens to Solomon when he went to the parties of the females, one, second, third time, and the fourth time he started to dance like them. He started to worship them. He started to, and the Moses say, "Come on, man, you are God, man. I have to take you out of here. You can come next time and trying again, and doing your work, because I think your work will stop here." So what I want to say is, this is how it is. So making people drunk and having all this offensive, criminal, pervert, mindset, doing all this kind of thing in public, But just the saints not understanding what really happened in slavery, why the butt naked or butt knocking or how they call all these kind of things when they are doing the worst thing to our males and females, and they're still, oh yay, white people are our friends, we are friends with all of them, yeah, it's normal. So brothers and sisters, even the mixing up of races, uh, everything a plan of the devil, and he knew why. He knew why. But this is how they protect. This is how they gain power. There's no actor or someone who there's no one who came with Da Vinci and all of them. No one that came to bring the brothers right, the gatekeepers. All of them, by all of them, you will find that they were gay, lesbians, all of these politicians. You ask them, do Angela Merkel, where's your child? Where you go to this Hillary Clinton, you go back to her history, raped the man, all of them the same story. There's no one, and you don't have to be a prophet, like I said, there's no one outside that you know, your teacher, not you, the children that are going with your child to school, no one of them that will not tell you the stories that I'm telling you right now. Okay, just for you to know, to understand, there are few of them, few that did not experience that, and the most I protect them. Okay, few. Okay, and another thing, what is happening there, they can't have children. If you start thinking like, oh yeah, oh yeah, uh, why do Beyonce and some of those people, this football player like Cristiano Ronaldo have a child, or Messi, or this kind? Brothers and sisters, be very careful. I have explained to you about Satan's career, and Satan's career, it's not like he don't believe that the Pharaoh is or Nimrod um or Herod or all of them. He don't believe that these people are bad. These people are born Nebuchadnezzar. They were born to be Satan. Okay, it's like Satan is given. It's like saying, like, I will be born as a human. Okay, these people had satanic powers from the beginning, and they were chosen from Satan. So this is their child. So if you have those people having child, you know, and even there he's very careful. Um, uh, Catholic priests, Catholic, they call themselves saints. And in so many hospitals, you must Saint Mary Hospital, Saint John Hospital, Saint whatever. Why do they have the saint in front of so many hospitals? Okay, why does the Catholic Church taking care of hospitals so much? Red Cross and taking cares of all these kind of things. Who will be born next? Okay, why do these people looking at the sky so much? We know that Isaiah said that there will be signs and wonders in the sky. So they're looking for the children. Yeah, they're looking for Elijah that will come back. They're looking for Moses that will come back. They're looking for Michael the angel that will be born very often. They're looking for people like Simon Topol, who has said many of mine will come later. Like Isaiah said, many stronger people than I will come. Because still today people are thinking that Jesus is the savior, blah blah blah, which is not the truth. Because much more stronger people came and will always come. They will do even more. But this is how it is. You know, people are not very spiritual, and they are also not very smart. This is what I have understood from my whole life long, that people are not really smart. They are so smart like the society is, and what the society gives them to eat. This is how smart they are. They're never asking themselves out the thing outside from the matrix, because you live in the matrix, by the way. You have to start asking things outside of the matrix. It's not easy, because you're gonna become the state problem number one. But yeah, if you really trust in the Most High, you're gonna also resolve that problems. Okay, like I say, you see abortion everywhere, and abortion is now like abortion is the next uh, Gucci. It's the next fancy thing. Abortion is a must. Abortion is nice. People even do it without condoms, just to have their woman pregnant so that they can abort. So it's just like we love it. And you can see in a couple of states in America how they're still fighting it, because I told you this feminism is not easy. But this is how we where we go. Um, the thing is much deeper. Um, if you see the devil taking care of the birth of humanity so much, it's because he knows the signs, he knows the times, and he understood all this, and he's really, really against the saints. He knows some people will come. You can punch them. Everything can happen to them. Negative things can happen to them. But because the Most High have chosen them, they're gonna fulfill the duties. And the Most High never came with an army of people, just like Satan himself. He's everywhere, and using a lot of people in one time. And the Most High just have to come with a Moses, yeah, and say, "Hey, I know exactly who you are. I learned from you so much. I have done everything what you have done, and now I will beat you up because I saw it was wicked." And he's so afraid and he's so scary because people have grown up in America, have grown up in China, they have grown up in Russia, they have been grown in the Europe, okay, in the Southern America, and now he's like, oh my goodness, who will stand up next to start abusing my kingdom, And he knows one person is enough to change the whole world, or to die for the whole world, or to die for this generation, or doing even crazier stuff that you even can't imagine. And he knows exactly that one person is too much because everyone can see him and sees the Most High lives. And it's like for him it was like, I'm the boss here, I'm the gangster, I'm the king here, I'm the maniac. And now someone is running there, no one can touch him. And it's even better if this person is even also is still in the world doing the crazy things from the world, having women's, taking drugs, having party, but everyone can still see that guy is from the Most High. There's one thing, like I said it before, a man in the Most High can't sin. He can't sin. A man in the Most High can't sin. If someone asked me, so does the Most High take gifts away from people? I'd say no. If not, Satan wouldn't be so strong like he is today because he had so much power. Okay, so if the Most High would take the power from him, Satan would be not Satan today. Okay, because he was called Lucifer. He was the angel of the angels. Okay, the angel that was protecting the laws of the Most High. So he was not just a small cherub. He was a big guy. Okay, and you can see it still today how wicked everyone is here outside, how everyone acts, and all the angels that he took with him. And the angels that he took with him, they are not like little puppies. Okay, he had like an army with him. Okay, so just for you to know that the Most High doesn't take anything from someone. Solomon died with his gifts. Okay, Samsung had the chance to portray his strengths the last time and all the kind of things. Massa died in his righteous time. He just could not go to see the Holy Land. But even then, after that, they fought for his body because he was just non-human. He was a god. He was a god of Israel. Okay, just for you to know that no. So what is the problem about that? The problem about that is, many people might think, oh yeah, the prophets do not fulfill their duties because they're before they have to do everything, before they do or complete that what they have to do, they go. What I will say to that is the Most High never wanted someone to be like him or perfect or a man to think that he's like him. So everyone has to do that what you have to do. Then you will have to go. That's it. Elijah was from sick. He was after killing a lot of wicked persons. Then he was saying, "Father, take me away from here." This Yesiah, Jesus, what the people are talking about, he was calling and crying every day and saying, "Man, I have to die. I don't want to see this kind of things no more." Because this is how it is. The wicked world doesn't belong to the Most High. That's it, period. So no one has to be born by a woman and say, "I'm perfect." That's why you can ask everyone that really knows the Most High. He will never say that, yeah, there's no, I do no sin. And it's everyone that makes Jesus to become a god and all these kind of things. He was sinless and all these kind of things. This is okay. Everyone that makes Jesus to become a god or all these kind of things makes is a sinner. He's someone that does not understand that you are born by a woman. We sin and we sin directly when we are born. It's very important for us to know these kind of things. So yeah, there's someone saying very good things. They're big on recording. Okay, we are all recorded. Okay, That's why you have a face ID. We have to make a video about that, by the way. You have so many things. They're recording how you go, how you love. They're recording everything from you. So we have to go to this too, because all this comes to cloning you and having a society with demonic people. That's why I don't trust if you see someone going around with his child or children, and then he's not believing in the Most High. You have to know one thing: that child is not from the Most High. This is a devil, demon. This is a Damien. Is this okay? The Most High always laughs about Hashatani, especially because he himself portrays him as the god, that he can create humans and all these kind of things and control them. The funny things about that is that he's always still like frustrated if he sees humans love, even the wicked from the wickedest humans love. If he starts seeing them loving, he becomes very frustrated, because he's like, how can it be that you're a satanic person and you still love? That's why you have to be very careful with that too. It doesn't mean if someone shows you love that he can't be evil as well. Okay, even the evil person, the bad people, they love too. They will also cry if their child dies or if their mom dies, etc., etc. They will start crying. And Satan is like, how can that be? You guys killed so many people spiritually. You guys have done so many evil stuff, and you still sometimes try to help someone. And this is done this is that what shows it shows everyone that Satan is just a cloner, an imitator. The Most High is the one that has created human, and the human will always be created by the Most High, no one else. And that what the Most High have done, have given the human, Satan will never understand, because he's just a creature. For you to know, okay? That's why you sometimes say, "Oh yeah, white people are better. Chinese are also good people." Doesn't this? It doesn't mean in their culture these people kill. I was sitting with a lot of people's, sitting with them there. They're telling me, "Yeah, my father has initiated me, raped me, done all these kind of things, and yeah, we went to this world, and this world we killed a lot of people, and this people is just a punk rocker. He's just running down the streets and drinking his alcohol, living his life, and no one will touch him." No, and they themselves, they know each other, but this is their culture. Okay, it's their culture. Okay, it's their culture. I always say religion and all these kind of things where they have put it into, it's the same thing what you see in politics. It's religion. Politics is a complete religion. They have people, they have followers. It's about money, it's about spirituality, it's about power, women's, it's about having doing things against the Most High, fighting for who is the more blessed, by the Most High, the better children, and all these kind of things. It's the same thing. It's also science, in science, the same ways. What I want to say, brothers and sisters, you have to be very careful and to understand the differences, okay? Especially when you start seeing that people are not be able to getting children, or like having miscarriages and all this kind of stuff. You have to know there is an agenda behind it, okay? There's a big agenda behind it, and you can't even imagine, okay? Especially like Simon Toko, I always give the example how they stole his child when he was born. I know what happened to me before I became my children, and I know exactly what happened to if children disappear. There was another story about a family. Their child disappeared in Germany. The child was so pretty and so intelligent. The Germans stole their child, and the child never came back. And this man and woman, after 30 years, they had this sign on their hands and saying, "Hey, where's our child? Where's our child?" They went to televisions and everywhere, were ignored, and they became crazy. Today, they're in the streets eating grass. Okay, just for you to know. Okay, this world is not a joke, yeah. And if you start seeing women staying there alone without a husband and all these kind of things, brothers and sisters, you have to be very careful, because Satan is very tricky. Even the nicest people in your life, they can be very tricky and very Satanist, very evil. So you have to be very careful. Especially the most. I never said someone to stay alone. Especially women, if they are alone, it's very bad. And when you start seeing those kind of things, you have to know satanic influences are behind it. You have to be very, very strong in prayers because Mystery Babylon is everywhere. And, Mystery Babylon is real. It's the snake and the dragon, and they are chasing women's. Be very, very careful. Take care of your children. Um, yeah, because the children that are coming now today, they're much, much stronger than you ever can even, but you can't even imagine. They will start asking you questions that you can't get. They will start challenging professors, teachers. They will start challenging police officers, and not with violence, just with their mouth. Okay, we have the two witnesses coming. We have so many people coming in. Our ancestors are taking over the children's bodies. Okay, and now you have a children raped and miss. Oh, can't imagine what these people are doing, man, with animals and everything, brothers. Hey, man, take care, dude. Take really care. Women's and men, by the way. Women's can do it by a man like a man can do it by women. It's the same. Be very, very careful. Like I said, so many people have experienced that, and yeah, no one of them is normal. Okay, no one of them is normal. So be very, very careful. Take care, and be very, very aware that the devil really wants all the children to die, and he even kills his own children just to know the most High not to change them. Okay, because if you have a child that is born and he's already married with mermaids and mommy waters and papa waters and what kind of people and what kind of creatures, men of night, women of night, and then he repents. What happened to that person? Because the Most High is the Most High. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope not 50,000 will this unsubscribe, because I'm someone who tells people in the face, and a lot of people don't like it. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Ingeta, this is done.